Yeah, the clubs in the Championship, which where John Ryan said he would get them when they were in the conference, almost going out of business.
It's an amazing achievement, that, innit? You know,
Yeah.
there's not many. I suppose it'll be done again. I suppose it's kind of what Salford are trying to do.
Yeah.
You know, they've got plans to get that high, but you know, for a chairman to actually say it when they're in non-league and achieve it, how many seasons later? 6?
Yeah, 7, I think.
Yeah, which it's amazing.
And that's what we've been talking about is his mindset. So his belief, he always believed that Doncaster would get into the Championship. So whenever you met John, it would be like, my God, this guy's lost the plot. Like, he's saying we're going to get a new stadium, he's saying we're going to get in the Championship, he's saying we're going to go to a cup final, and we were like we'd laugh and joke about it. And then we won the cup in the Millennium Stadium because Wembley was getting refurbed.
Yeah.
We beat Leeds in the Wembley to get into the Championship. And it was like, all because he believed. Like, I genuinely, that's how I think now.
I suppose it's the old phrase of like power of attraction? You know,
the law of attraction.
Law of attraction.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you think something's going to happen and you really believe in it, generally that'll.
And it's not, you can talk about sort of make believe or whatever you think, and people, there's a lot of skeptics and this, that, and the other. But you speak to the best sports people in the world. You speak to people like Conor McGregor, and he's huge on the law of attraction. He's huge on visualization, on seeing things before they happen. And I'm a big believer of it, or have become a big believer of it, because of what's happened in my career since I've started to believe that. Without going too deep again, like, you speak to Tiger Woods and you see people that have gone on and done really, really big things in sport, and a lot of it's down to their mindset and how they believe and how they visualize. They see it happen before it happens.
I suppose they won't let anything deter away from that kind of thought process. Whereas other people who don't really believe that's going to happen, when they get the negative stuff and the things go wrong, they perhaps go, I knew I wouldn't get there, you know, and then they'll fall by the wayside. But when you get your likes of your Conor McGregor and your Tiger Woods, them kind of things wouldn't deter them. You know, they just shrug it off and have that driven mindset. And I suppose that's why they end up attaining the goal that they finally get.
100%. And you go through Tiger Woods' dad, his father was always there supporting him, always backing him. And that's what we spoke about as well, having that support network, having them people around you that are constantly being positive and making sure that when you do have setbacks, it's not just, oh, well, that's it, we'll stop doing that now, or you're rubbish, or it's almost like, don't worry about it. It's a mistake, it's going to happen, it's how you recover from it. You can only get better, make it as part of your learning to improve and go to the next level. And I think that's why John was successful in business as well. Because he always believed, and speaking to him, he's a big inspiration to me.
Right.
Because I used to think a different way. Working with somebody when I went to Doncaster called Terry Gormley, when I first went to Doncaster, he transformed my life, my way of thinking, which changed my whole career path in football and out of football.
So I think we touched on it before. We talked about, like you said, it's actually all right to make a mistake, and some people don't, you know, they can't accept that, you know. But we told stories about, I think if you don't make a mistake, then how do you get any better? How do you improve? And it's, that's a massive part of what you're kind of thinking as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like nobody came into this world walking. You started crawling, and then you get up, and then all of a sudden you fall back down, and then you do it again, and you do it again, and then all of a sudden you start walking. It's like you have to make mistakes to improve, but society is so quick to jump on board when you do make a mistake, whether it be friends, whether it be opposition, whether it be fans, whether it be manager, whoever it is. As soon as you make a mistake, it's almost like people are waiting for that to happen to shoot you down.
Yeah.
Now you go to different countries and the mentality is different. You go to America and every single sports person or sports team has psychologists and mindset coaches working with them because they know how important it is. Whereas in this country, it's getting better, but there's a massive stigma attached to the way we think in this country. It's almost like you can't think a certain way because you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
We're too proud.
Yeah, I think sometimes like having someone who admits to having like a frailty or, you know, a problem.
Yeah.
I think in other countries, it's kind of, they see him as like a hero for coming out. Yeah, they celebrate it. Whereas in England or Britain, if you will, he's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, a lot of that makes people scared of actually facing the problems.
Yeah, I agree. And it is getting better. You know, over the last 3 or 4 years, mental health, and especially mental health in sport, is really coming to fruition. It's people are starting to take note, and people are starting to basically talk about how they feel, which is brilliant. I think it's been a long time coming, but it's so good to see people talk about it, because it's huge. It's huge in sport. It's huge in life, and it's all about supporting people like that and making them realise that they're not alone, because everybody goes through the same things. They do, genuinely. Everybody goes through disappointments, whether you're a millionaire, billionaire, or you're on the streets. And it's all relevant, and it's how you deal with it. What I want to try and do is I want to try and help and use my experience at Gisborne Town. I mean, I've been asked to become an ambassador and try and help the club grow from the bottom in terms of the kids all the way through the academy into the 23s and the first team squad, and it's something that really interests me.
Everything that you've learned, you know, as a footballer and throughout your life, you can hopefully pass that on to the, you know, the new Coppingers coming through.
You know what? It's good talking to somebody who's experienced it as well. You can sit down and speak to people, journalists, people that haven't experienced it and haven't been through that transition or aren't going through that transition. So I think speaking to you, bouncing off each other and talking about our experiences, yeah, it's been good. I've really enjoyed it.
Good. Top man. Thanks for coming.
Cheers.